Good afternoon, everybody. Today I am at Tunnel Harry here at Stalag.3, and today I would like to share with you 11 sonnets which I have written in memory of the Great Escape. Firstly, today I would like to start with a sonnet in memory of Squadron Leader Leonard Henry Trent. The name of the sonnet is Chant. Langlois has affirmed twice a two-tug call, Shand lying ahead, ghostly we stall. On the lip of the mouth I await the Jerry Gall. Trudging forward I cannot stay, Mick bolts for the pines away. Point blank I rest, stiffened, game we prey. We lie now by three, helplessly, McBride on a rung, perilously. Von Lindiner reviles amidst chaos degree. The escape is thwarted, we remain spiritedly undaunted, as I lend Trent homage those 50 vaunted. The storm has passed, the calm is fair, 26 survive, our comrades dear. The war now ended, this 8th day 45, homeward my New Zealand, may I say, lucky alive. Remembered the airmen, for the freedom they strived. Ki Te Mutanga, through to the end. Squadron Leader L.H. Trent, DFC of Nelson, previously missing, now prisoner of war. Okay, well that's the first sonnet, so I'll just continue reading, starting with the New Zealanders first and just working my way through. Okay. The second sonnet that I have for you today, in unison with the first for Leonard Henry Trent, is Michael Moray Shand, Flight Lieutenant Michael Moray Shand of Wellington, awarded the DFC. The name of the sonnet is Peep. I hear the crack from the carbine fire, off the deck, auf Wiedersehen, upright, no tire. See you, Len. Hopeful for reason, it is not dire. Ogilvy joins me, crashing, we branch to freedom, we aspire. A maple leaf and kiwi, seemingly a duo freely. I'll pass the country open sparse, walking for days, nightly a mask. Dormant by day, draining this chill, relentless a task. Check is my bearing away, Switzerland benignant of golden pay. I will lift myself like in rails of Harry, I'll jump a train for the long haul he carries. Only blighted by those rail workers I am sighted. My capture dismay, off to Gorlitz, shackles I lay. To the detriment my horror, knowing the 50, no longer they stay. Okay, well that was the second sonnet, called Peep. This is another New Zealander, Arnold George Christensen of Hastings, died whilst prisoner of war. The name of this poem, this sonnet, is Buck. Arnold has made his dash for the clear, away from the brush, Stalag a snare. Ploughing the snow, branches whipping bow, it's now the wild, the Luftwaffe, how they know. Running as squat, a Kiwi tucked his wings, Christensen faring over lands the coldness clings. The Gestapo hunting and row disfavour, malice near, gleaning no savour. Tiresome his way, lines Danish the border, our capture is for, tautly no quarter. Katanak Espelid, Fugelsong friends, pointing now a turning bend. Rothenhahn fielding, final our fanning end. I can vision my land, passing southern so pure, feelings of doom, sadly our sure. O God deliver us, your eternal light, a cure. That is the sonnet Buck, in memory of Arnold George Christensen. Now, this is a sonnet which you all would have heard when I made the last video over in Jari called The Great Escape Sonnet, John Williams. The name of this poem is Debonair. This is in memory of John Edwin Ashley Williams, DFC, formerly of New Zealand, died while prisoner of war. The Desert Harasses, 450 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force. Debonair. Willie his supplies of bedboards at shore, lining boxy down under hut 104, rising radiant, lengthy he soars. Born a New Zealander, John Aussie he be, Edwin Ashley, surf sanding, carpentry. Williams a leader, young 24, desired be free. We will go together for this 24th faithfully. Johnny Bull, Kerrith, and Moonshine Polski. Our direction to find will be the check border line. Piteous our end, undoing, unkind. Closely Reichenberg, questionable, a sign. They have taken us and turned, now our chain, gravely concerned. It is dark this morning, our death nail confirmed. Remember our bravery, for the light we yearn. Debonair, in memory of John Edwin Ashley Williams, Australia. Now, this is a sonnet in memory of Johnny Pohe, who was a top pilot for New Zealand, and he was of Taihape, previously missing, now prisoner of war. Lucky Johnny, Porokoru Patapu Pohe. The name of this sonnet is Patapu. Dearest Johnny, my brother from the past, a Pohe Maori, wings bravest in caste, who served Aotearoa, tall mower, with zeal steadfast. The night you coasted through hurry to flight, out across the whitescape of danger's grasp and might, Gorlitz was your capture of dark and smite. We pray for you, brother, tenderly your plight. You left your land of the long white cloud, upstanding 29, indigenous of handsome proud, only to fall under furor storm shroud, a travesty cruel of a nature profound. We see your memory in images near, an airman born with wings of share. Aroha nui, our deepest Johnny Pohe, haere to the heavens, love afar. 73 years, remembrance and prayers. Lucky Johnny, Porokoru Patapu Pohe, New Zealand. Now, this is a sonnet which I'm very sure you will all know. Well, it's new to everybody, but you will know of these people. Firstly, Roger Joyce Bushell and his accomplice Bernard Scheidhauer, who escaped together. They were very close friends and they escaped together in the Great Escape. This is a really nice sonnet. I like this one. This is in memory of Roger Bushell and Bernard Scheidhauer. The Great Escape, 24th to 25th of March 1944, Sagan. Number 92 Squadron and number 131 Squadron. The name of the sonnet is Signal. Bernard and I will cross country our ski, riding gently bound a train in business luxury. On leaving I have messaged upon the Leicester Square wall, westward stars London, 2 tugs you crawl. Wearing my suit, sprightly span and grey, travelling ensemble as entrepreneurs français. L'ami de l'air, coated felt and hat and case attaché. Onwards Alsace, bien Paris, I say. Passing Breslau, Saarbrücken, station we await. Broken Camp's English seals us aback, ill fate. Polizei pistols drawn, squares us darkly, checkmate. Our torment lasts for only 2 days ensnared. Löfferschler prison, Span and Schulz, surly they prepare. This evening sees us darkness, bridged mon ami, the Lord our dear. Okay, well that was the sonnet in memory of Roger Bushell and Bernard Scheidhauer. Now, these are two sonnets, quite significant sonnets really, because these were the three men who made it to freedom ultimately. This is a sonnet called Halter, which is in memory of Bram van der Stok, the Dutchman. Okay. OBE, Orde van Orange, Nassau, 1936 to 1945. Squadron Commander 322. Halter. Being Dutch Bob, lekker orange and ace, I Bram van der Stok, trail tracks not a trace. Of 18 the earliest I ride my leave, distant through Harry, further a stranger he receives. Silent soldier's guard grants my ticket, destined Utrecht I am relieved. Travelling a crowd, Breslau I go, there sighted 10 escapers I know. Passing Dresden Halle, now on my doorstep, says the ugly foe. Missed parted brother, onwards Paris, the Pyrenees, crossing a road. Waiting 6 weeks in Brussels permits me learned news. The underground stamps rail for Toulouse. There I find a guide, Marquis Laroute, 10,000 francs his fee will suit. Frontiers 4 trailers from the Hiley farm, their pointed stems wave a chance's harm. Standing ahead, beyond the snow cap, lies golden your Madrid. Au revoir, bonne chance. Espagne, God forbid. Well, that was the sonnet in memory of Bram van der Stok. Now, these were two individuals who made it ultimately to freedom as well, Per Bergsland and Jens Muller, the Norwegians. The name of this poem is Charged. Jens has fixed his bellows of air, together Per Bergsland. Flee for Stettin they prepare. As a sergeant-lieutenant Norwegians tied, rails to Frankfurt, their Arbeits electrified. Leaving the tunnel East 43-44, links Kustrin-Stettin, now luncheon, our Nor. Strolling town, the cinema a bear, dusk falling we pair. Roger and committee lend us favour's hand, aboard our Fleur, Swede sailors 17 manned. Strasser Pollock inquires, have you any counts of contraband? We need an anchor, Gothenburg sells freedom a plan. One denies us a float away, second we tram, Parnets all allayed. Holding refuge down below, 7's the hour, huddled the chain locker we stow. Our ship's the whistle, rails Stockholm, Canada gander, wings flown. Okay, the sonnet for Per Bergsland and Jens Muller, Charged. Now, this sonnet is the overall memory of the Great Escape, the sentiment that was felt, I suppose, by the men who were escaping, and it just encompasses the whole idea and feeling of the escape. The name of this sonnet is Thwarted Spirit. As we escape this night through Harry to bitter flight, how I am certain of uncertain, to be this not my final curtain. We'll run to hide, to stay alive, to reach afar our guiding star, to cross the shore, to pass the land, to liberate of this command, to see once more our promised homeland, to reunite with friends of old, to love my family with resolve. Should we fail to live, to die, you will remember I, the pilot of the sky. who tried to reach his other side, to abide, to fight again with unequalled pride. Only this he to be denied, by Hitler's order awry, for 50 airmen to die. 50 souls in the heaven above, winged as doves of God's eternal love, remembered. Okay, that's the sonnet, Thwarted Spirit. Now, this sonnet is in memory of a man who played a very, very big part in the engineering of Tunnel Harry. He was a Canadian, a miner, by the name of Clarke Wallace Chant. And he was a very, very good asset for the escape, because he knew exactly what he was doing under the ground, and this was a great thing for Roger Bushell and the other men who were trying to escape Stalag Luft 3. Okay, well, this sonnet is called Clarke. I am Floody, heading these tunnels, oh bloody, Tommy Dick and longingly Harry, furtherance a chance, we run a flurry. Now the time homewards, march they scurry. I have strained and grind down hotly my Canada's mine, for undoubted Harry, his lasting bedboards, tongued he lines. Airways a bellow, fat lamp bulbs to find. I'm heads up staying here, Roger's theory behind, guiding wishful another through a branching spine, gold as fine. I stand rather tall for this squarely under hall, though willing, sounding deeply a drawl. My roots are found under Timmins ground, a footing greatly for escapers, wondrous abound. I will see them away, choice characters, youthful portrayed. God be a shoulder for the treachery, lying a prey. So that's the sonnet in memory of Clarke Wallace Chant, and he was known primarily as Floody. Okay. Now, the last sonnet that I have today is another sonnet really in general terms, explaining the escape and the feeling towards the Germans. I don't really mean this for today, but I suppose this is how it would have been understood at the time, especially with war. You know, this is how it would have. This would have been the sentiment. I suppose things aren't quite the same today. Certainly not. You know, the life has changed. But this poem is called Ascension. It is 70 years to this very day since our daring getaway through Harry into the night, our whitened, valorous flight from Stalag Luft 3, our past captivity. We look down to frown, to feel despise of our untimely demise at the hand of the Hun, the worst bar none. To befall us as comrades, 50 in all, heaven our call. We were young men of the time, heroic in our prime, now in heaven, so sublime. We tried above all to reach our call, to make for home, to see our own. Only our chances were blown by the Hun's back of gun. For this was not of any pleasantry, in fact history's tragedy. We can see the life of today, free from strife, our yesterday. No more of war and slaughter, this only from Hitler's quarter. We can see the world from where we are, above the distant star, the heaven our home afar, a sanctum of love and peace, never to cease. Okay, so that's the poem Ascension. Today I will just show you around the Stalag Luft 3 site just briefly. I did this actually in the video The Great Escape, Our Way to Freedom, but it's a little bit different today. It's not quite so cold, there's no snow here. I moved this video ahead because there was some very good weather here, and I thought well, it's probably better to do it now than later on. I may not get round to doing it, and it's always a little bit more difficult when the conditions are very, very cold, and you know, it's a little bit harder to do, and it's harder to keep your voice together, etc. So I'll just take the camera around the site and just show you briefly the site again. Yesterday I was over here and I cleaned the tablets here on the Tunnel Harry, and the names need to be repainted again, so I will endeavour to try and get the names repainted again. I will try and do this before the end of the year. And it's always good to do some voluntary work here, because it's good to keep the site, you know, sort of up to scratch, so to speak. It needs quite a lot more doing, but it's a little bit difficult when you're just a one-man band doing this. But I'll show you around, and you can just see it in this rather nice light today. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, as you can see, we're down at the Harry entrance, and there's the sign that I showed you in the video where I read the poem, the epic poem, Our Way to Freedom. Again, you know, the entrance to the tunnel here. Yeah. The museum, which is just down the road from here. It's quite a bit different, quite a contrast compared to when I was here, when it was snowing, when it was quite cold indeed, very, very cold. There's the entrance, the Harry entrance right there. It's very, very good. Very, very good. I've cleaned it all up quite significantly, and it looks pretty good today. There's the New Zealanders there. Christensen, Pohe, Chant, Trent. I've got about 6 minutes left here that I just can see on the viewfinder here, so I'll just show you as much as I can. I'll just move along, get down to the exit, and as always, time marches on, as they say. I'll bring the camera up a little bit. There's the watchtower, the sign's just there. Up now at the Leicester Square halfway station right there. Okay, just keep moving along. There's the watchtower, and it's a very nice day down here. Nice, not too sunny, just right really. Perfect really. I cleaned up the exit stone also yesterday. I just had enough water left to do the exit tablet, and there's the per ardua ad astra, the Harry exit stone right there. Okay, right there, the exit sign, as you saw it when I filmed it in the cold over here. Yeah, okay, well I'll head back now to the entrance, and just sign off. Okay. Trying to get as many views in here for you as I can. down the tunnel lining now, heading straight back to the entrance. I hope you enjoyed the sonnets. It's taken me a while to write the sonnets, but it's been a good thing to do, and my spiritual connection with the escape has helped me to do a good job of the sonnets, and you know, it's always a good thing to do. Okay, so I'll just put the camera back up here now on the tripod, and just sign out. Oh, the light there in the camera. I've got about 2 minutes 30 seconds left now. Okay, well, it was nice being over here today at Stalag 3 here in Jargon, Poland. There've been a few people down here today. 3 Americans arrived here at the site. Shook hands with them, said hello to them, and there's been a few other people wandering around. Yeah, it's a nice ambience down here, and very, very good indeed. Okay, well, no doubt I will put together a few other videos, maybe another one with the model that I've done. I've got a small box made for that, and I will assemble that probably at the exit down there and show you what that looks like. That turned out very nicely indeed. Okay, well, thank you very much, and it was nice sharing these sonnets with you today. See you next time. Goodbye.